Hey all, ex-art student here. If you don't know, I'm an artist located in Connecticut, and I'm showing you my month in April. So I spent a lot of this time being outside, exploring New York and Connecticut, making art, and just trying to enjoy the sun. I'm really trying after work to go on a hike or visit a new beach and just see more of Connecticut because it's been getting warmer, and obviously it's good exercise to walk around and just take my dog to see beautiful things. I'm not always great at this, but when I do have the energy and actually push forward, I see so many cool things and I'm really appreciative for that little walk. And if you didn't know, I'm trying to draw every day, Monday through Friday, to try reaching 5,000 subscribers. It's going alright. I like some of the stuff, and sometimes I hate it, but that's all a part of art making, and I feel like I create so much more than I would have in the past. So I do go back and forth to New York every couple of weeks just because I have family there, and there might be a family event, or it's just nice to be around people again, or visit family. I know it's so normal for springtime to be either sunny or rainy, but I really live for those sunny days and I hate those rainy days. They really bum me out. I prefer it to be sunny and warm a lot more. This is Spud. He's kind of my arch enemy right now. Don't believe me? Take a look at this Duolingo conversation I had. Basically, she's asking what type of stuff I do for painting, and then I'm yelling at Spud. She said, "Alright, don't worry about it. I'll see you later." I'm like, still yelling at Spud, and she's like, "Alright, I gotta go. Bye." Even though Spud destroys my things, I still love him because he's an animal that just needs some food, and I get it. One thing that I love doing is checking out thrift stores or Goodwills or garage sales. You could find so many cool treasures and old things. It's kind of like going into an abandoned place and trying to figure out the history of it all, except you pay for these things. But I really like trying to find like shelves or specific things for art at these places because you might find something unique compared to something cheapsy on Amazon. Because I'm trying to be a full-time artist, I think it's important to take art classes, so I've been taking a painting class as well as basket weaving, just because I think it's something fun and new and inspires me in some way. I think it's important to keep learning, and it's been so long since I've been in college learning about art that it's really refreshing to go back to classes and use those terms again, play around with that vocabulary, and really experiment and go back to those roots. Have I ever mentioned I love walking in nature? I always forget how much I love it and how much it really helps my mind, and it's just great exercise and fun to be outside and see the cool greens and the sun. I really recommend, if you need, just go on a nice little walk. Since I have lived in Connecticut before, I've been to a few parks and a few places, but my goal is really to explore more parks and beaches and anything nearby, just to be outside and see more of the state. I think because the last time I lived here, I felt like I mentally was in a bad place, but it was also during COVID, so I don't think I really gave Connecticut a fair shot. I went back to New York for Easter to visit some family. We made some knives, did a lot of walks and bike rides, and just really enjoyed that family time together. I haven't rode since Rhode Island, honestly, and that was in June, I think. But I got reminded how much fun it was to be on a bike and how mobile you could be, and just being like a kid in the summertime again. It felt so freeing and really opened up my eyes to what I could be doing. The next day we went to the aquarium on Long Island. I'm always conflicted when I go to the aquarium because I love seeing all the animals and insects and stuff, but then I feel bad that they're in cages. And I'd like to think most of them are there because they're rescues and they're doing research, and I would never have the opportunity to see probably 95% of these creatures. But the other part of me thinks it's kind of commercialized and just for show. I do really love seeing it all, but again, every time I feel bad, even though it is beautiful and cool to experience all of this wildlife. Next was Easter preparation, of course, coloring eggs and baking and just family time. We tried that viral thing with the plastic and it did not work. And after, as a reward, we went on a lovely, warm bike ride. Once I get back home, it takes me a while to recover from the travel and the adventure. It usually takes me about a week to recover, to get my energy back and motivation. So I felt like a slug this week trying to create art, especially because I'm in that in-between where I should be making preparations for an art market, but I don't really have to, but I would like to. I think once I was able to sluggishly get through my stuff, as long as I rewarded myself and my dog with a fun walk somewhere, that kind of made it worth it, like having that as the end goal for the end of the day. I think it's also important for me to stay busy because I've been alone at home, not around family as much, so I just need to not focus on not having a community and focus on being better at my practice and enjoying what's around me. I think it's also hard to get into some art when you're trying to create new products and they keep failing. Like my resin molds, the mixture that I've been doing has been totally failing, and it's very concerning because I have an art market coming pretty soon. Looking back at this footage, it kind of looks like my life is like Animal Crossing. And yeah, I try recording the pretty parts, never really the ugly parts, but I think it's important for me to see the beauty in the world, or else I'll just be bummed and do nothing and sit on my couch or in my bed all day. Hopefully I've inspired you to go outside a little bit, or at least comforted you a little bit. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you next week. Bye!